Today's video is sponsored by Native Sons Goods, makers of the best woven guitar, bag, and camera straps on planet Earth. And now the best is even better with a new line of hand-woven Maya Serape straps with USA organic herringbone hemp backing. Get 10% off when you use the link in the description, and remember, when you support my sponsor, you support this channel, and I sure appreciate it. Hey, how's it going, guys? Brad Guitarologist here. I'm going to apologize up front for the crappy video quality in this. I'm sure it's going to be fairly crappy, but I'm just going to shoot this on the quick. Roy Sheeran from Los Angeles sent me a pedal recently. This pedal. This is his RKS, and I presume that's your initials. Roy Sheeran. Yeah, probably so. Wahdrive. Okay, and I thought I would put this kind of through its paces, and I want to show you what it's doing. But before I get into that, we'll go through this to refresh our memories. This is the information that he sent along with it. It says, "Hey Brad, I'm Roy Sheeran from LA, longtime viewer, fan of your channel. After 15 years in the biz, I recently had to close my small electronic repair business and soon after sell my home of 30 years to get the fuck out of LA." So he was using JFETs, experimenting with these. And this was back in 2004. He read somewhere that JFETs were the closest thing to a preamp tube. So he tried every single JFET in the NTE catalog, and he found one that was that he liked. Okay, so what this basically does, and he gets into it here, like Michael Schenker. If you listen to a lot of old UFO records, Michael Schenker, whenever he would play leads, he would do like a cocked wah sound. So he would like take a wah pedal and cock it into a certain position, just leave it for his lead solos. And I actually have done that a lot too. In some of my, before I even knew who Michael Schenker was or listened to a lot of UFO, I would do that, you know, just when I was jamming around with friends. So, you know, there's something to the sound that I liked, and for good reason. I think Michael Schenker also liked that sound. But Roy was talking about he also liked that sound too, and wanted to kind of replicate that with what he was doing. And I think he's done a really good job, and we'll listen to this thing. But it's got one little problem. And this is a prototype too, you know. I mean, this is something that probably, I'm sure, is still a work in progress for Roy. So this is going to be something that he may have to troubleshoot and look into and see why it's doing what it's doing. But let me show you what it's doing here, Roy, so that you can possibly troubleshoot and go back to the drawing board. But Roy says here that if, you know, enough people like this thing, that he may have some of these made up, you know, 100 or so, like a limited edition run. And yeah, here we go. If enough people like it, he'll contact a company to make up 100 or so of them, and maybe charge a couple $100. And we may do some kind of thing, a special run of these, and who knows, you know, I might partner with him to try to move these. If he wants to try to do that, we can maybe do that. But this is part of the process, what you're seeing right here. This is me testing the thing out. I've come across a bug, and I want to show you what it is. Check it out.
Gun control policy being discussed. Well, there's a reason for it. See, Mexican gun control has led to record murders in Mexico. So there is quite literally only one gun store in Mexico. It's an Army-operated store in Mexico City that doesn't sell any other caliber other than a .22. All right, so you got it? One gun store in all of Mexico. And all they sell is .22s. You're going, violence all the time, and I mean, you know, high caliber and even automatic weapons. Only .22, yeah. There's a reason there's only this one gun store in Mexico that happens to be in Mexico City. It's because the Mexican government makes it nearly impossible in the country. The paperwork, it's extensive. The process, it takes months to complete, and there's no guarantee of an outcome. And even if a Mexico City to purchase a .22, that, by the way, is priced in a way that's also costly. Only 1% of Mexicans legally possess.
This should be called the Nigel Tufnell signature model.
If fewer legally owned guns equal less
But no, seriously, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to try... These outlets are on the same circuit. This one that this is plugged into and the one that my amp is plugged into, they're on the same circuit. So the ground is, you know, the same. Maybe there's some kind of ground loop that's being set up that's causing
godless souls to slender.
Some big antenna.
Why is it that you never...
So I could move that plug, I suppose, and move that plug to a different plug and see if it continues. But definitely interesting.
United States, where our population much higher. 46 murders per day.
Yep, still doing it. And it only does it when it's in this mode.
328 million. So to put it another way, you're greater than 500% more likely to be murdered.
It doesn't do it when it's in this mode. It's like the additional circuit somehow cancels it out. Now that's a killer. It's a killer freaking pedal, but except for that. Tunage going on here. It's back. There it is without it. Here's the drive. And the wah. Yeah, with the exception of that one little bug, dude, it sounds pretty phenomenal. I think if you fix that little bug, it'd be a really cool pedal. So yeah, definitely thanks for sending it, and for sure, it's still useful. Like you know, I would just probably maybe think about eliminating the kind of either or option on the switch, maybe, because it doesn't have that problem whenever the drive is kicked in anyway. So it seems like maybe either eliminate the drive and just make it just the standard wah, or keep the drive and just keep it like at a slight boost, so when you kick it in, it like kicks to solo boost automatically or something like that. You know, I don't know. Or I mean, if you can fix the bug, great. But I guess that would be one way of fixing it, is what I'm saying. So anyway, cool pedal overall. Just with that little bug, you know, gotta work that out.